will tell you this. On an international stage, your rhetoric matters almost as much as your actions.
Okay.
Because rhetoric provokes action.
Right. Okay.
And, for example, something you may not have known, I remember when I saw Pierce Morgan. He was on The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and DJ Envy. And he said, did you know that Barack Obama deported more immigrants than Trump?
From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Did by a significant margin.
This
He just didn't advertise
is the NFL.
He just did it.
EA
Trump would have done it. Like I said, the back.
If Trump had done it, you would have had riots going on all over the place and what have you, because people would have leaned on him, challenging his racial sensitivity or lack thereof because of the way he talks. And I'm saying to you, we can't sit idly by and ignore that from the president.
It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm the kind of person, I don't want one party to have any rule, because I don't trust.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. Manning now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Show up at the State of the Union address. Ladies and gentlemen, he is 80 years old.
On second down, Barber.
We had a bunch of people.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run up the middle with Barber. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Because it's an evasive tactic that turns people off.
To throw, it's Manning. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They going after him for paying hush money, though, for him also. So I got some ass.
Now Manning. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's It's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Think about, I got people that will be asking me that. You run 28? Like never, like my life.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Prescott looks to throw on first. This little short throw to Witten. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
You don't think that it's such a joke right now because both parties serve the same interest? They're just making its own thing.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Not only knows you're not going to support them, but resent you for it because they believe you're not giving them their just due. And the role that they played to bring in civil rights legislation to the desk of the Democratic incumbent.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And folks, you're not well read. You don't know your history. You're supporting them.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I said it half jokingly, but I said my dream is for one election, maybe not this one, but for one election for everybody, every black person in America to vote.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Colin Kaepernick is
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against throw the other way. They're thinking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 5, and it's second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That second down play, that's a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9.
But the league says something else. She said,
Manning. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
I said, I'm sorry. Where I'm from, it don't work like that.
Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
You text to me that you want me to say, I will say verbatim on national television.
In motion here is Whitten. They begin with a run by Smith. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
It's unfair. It ain't right.
Throwing. Prescott. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's your words, right? If you really wanted to be in the league, then they're going to do what they can to get you out of there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
And at that time,
Prescott now.
I was told by sources directly related to the
He finds his man, complete. That's Owens.
have to throw the ball into the stand.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It is
Looking to throw. Prescott.
and him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
General counsel for the NFL
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they're looking at a second down and 9. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Manning going to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone now. Manning. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. Was not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
This is about you saying you wanted to play.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Did I downplay this game? Oh, okay. Well, that to me is not, I get that in the back.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Brother's real one. And what I mean by that is he's a brother to the core. Loves his people.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10.
I respect the hell out of him.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
He can't shoot.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's why when he went on Twitter last year, he was
and now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 31.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on third, fourth down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And two, you're expecting to pick up some blocks once he gets to the second level, able to get downfield. And on that play, everything came together.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one goes for 8 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This is where I stand. And so, if you're one of those cats, you got a lot of brothers. They jump into
on second down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
To throw is Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion here is Witten. On third down, Smith. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
And like I told you at the beginning, you got cats in the league.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
And then they talked about Riri performing at the Super Bowl. And I'm like, yo.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're
quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go with Barber. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They react.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Manning. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you came in there drinking or not, you great.
Gano's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 6 now. Prescott to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to guide up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good closing speed there defensively because that one's over for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
It does not take away from me as a fan. I want you to continue to do what you do.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's got it.
Come on, bro.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So they'll put Bryant in motion left. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and out and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, Prescott.
You said something that was one of the most important.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Deserving of equal opportunity. Yes, that shit blew my mind. It's true. And most of us
Smith up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
It's about production.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This is a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We've got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And he'll be stopped right.
Because if I believe I'm here, and I believe this is what it's is required. I can't have you here. You're going to bring me down. Yep. I got to go, fellas.
Midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. To Barkley on the check down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Barber going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple. Back to the 5-yard of 2 there. 2nd down. One more time with Barber. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 9-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, Romo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A handoff, Dorsett up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Romo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Second down and a yard. Up the middle they go with Dorsett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, it's Romo. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Inside handoff, Smith, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Smith. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Barber. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 4. Manning now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Barber. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Play action. It's Aikman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Aikman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Are you upset that the
what is up with the fucking...
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Aikman. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Aikman will throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
First down, here's Aikman. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Aikman looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. 2nd down and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Barber. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his guy... are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Oh, this is going to wind up being awfully close, but the referee's going to look at it and say, yes, that is a 1st down, and they'll wind up converting on 4th and 8. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd down and 8. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Prescott off play action. On the move to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Why you ain't kneeling, bro?
Once again, it's Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A run up the middle with Barber, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slant pass. Pollard brings it in. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Prescott on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
niggas putting butt to ass. Pull up with the switches.